I'm through.
You don't have to be through.
Nobody wants to hear about that.
You just got to be aware.
I gotta be aware.
We're going live.
You right. I like that every first and third. We need to just run that. It needs to be on Instagram. It needs to be what?
Hey everybody. I always feel weird starting with "Hey everybody." It's like what sort of Mickey Mouse type of shit is that?
You don't think there's an everybody?
Yeah,
I think there's an everybody. It just to me it sounds weird to be like, "Hey everybody."
Hey
like,
everybody.
What's up, y'all? The Can't Tell Nothing Show, everybody.
That's more natural.
I like it better. I think it rolls off a little better. I'm still learning how to greet people, apparently, at my age.
How many years? How many years?
As a group of who knows what number of people, how do you greet them? Hey, everybody.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, this is the Can't Tell Nothing Show. There you could say howdy. You can say salutations. You can say what's good. You can say it's your boy.
Every time I hear people say that, I think about you and I just die laughing.
What aspect of that is?
Because I remember you raising that question, like where did that come from? It's your boy. No, you're not.
I don't know you. Presumptuous statement claiming you're my boy. It's your boy. But this is the Can't Tell Nothing Show. We are your boys, girls, non-specific, non-binary. But we do improv on here. We kind of chat, discuss, you share opinions, whatever. If that inspires an improv scene, so be it. We make it happen. We do improv out of Houston, Texas. We do shows around here at your local theater. So if you're in Houston, check us out. We're performing all the time. Come see us live in person on stage in front of your face. And I'll be trying to put more dates up on here so people don't have to go looking too far. But you have me, you got Amici, you got Tandy. Sometimes you have John, who's our fourth member of the group. He may be joining soon, but we will go ahead and keep it rolling. What's up, y'all?
Yeah. Which us or the y'all?
Yeah.
Y'all. Us. Oh,
okay.
Y'all, other people, other squares on the screen.
Yeah. I'm doing good.
As am I.
Mm-hmm.
Doing good.
How's it's been like crazy hot here, right? Like we're talking about record breaking. Every time I look at the feels like it's like 108, 110.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing with that?
Yeah. Staying inside a bit more than I was. Trying to, soak up some more AC. And not sweat as much. So
yeah. Me and I have a 1.5-year-old, and we usually like to go on a nice walk every day, and we're still trying to do that. What I've been doing lately is we'll walk. There's a CVS not far from here, walking distance, and we'll walk to CVS, and then I'll just kind of let them run around in there. In the AC. I'll just chase him around the store a bit. So he can still work on getting his energy. He's not at home. It's cushioned. It's air conditioned. It's free to walk in. Then maybe we'll buy like a cold drink on the way out, and that's we'll walk back home. That's what I like to do.
You gotta.
That's a good plan. I like that.
Pay the people at CVS for their troubles. Watching you.
I clean up after him. I make sure if he takes it, he'll just like start grabbing things and putting them on the floor. I'll go put him back once he's moved on. We don't leave a mess. We know better. He doesn't break things. He doesn't climb on things. He just likes to rearrange things. Really.
See, if they were smart, they'd charge admission.
For me?
No,
not you two.
I'm sure you're not the only. Well, you probably are.
I might be. I have not seen.
Taking
Anyone else letting a 1.5-year-old run around CVS?
What if they put like a little like kids play area where they give them like a little vest and they get to like stock shelves and stuff? Like, little like toys.
Honestly, I think he'd love that. He's more of an unstalker than a stalker. But if you kind of show him where things, he'll start putting them up. So yeah, I think he'd love that. He likes rearranging.
How are they recruiting for employees so early? So what we got to do is
Gotta start them young.
They recruit for customers real early. You know those little like
Sure
kids
do.
shopping carts that they got.
You know
Absolutely.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
consumers.
recruiting for employees early.
Exactly. Give them a little vest, a little price checker gun. It does nothing. So you can't be late next time. Give them fake scoldings.
Punch clock.
Yeah, a little punch clock, little time machine,
rubber time clock.
Every 10 minutes you got a performance review. Like, you know how you doing?
We cut to a parent talking to a store manager. Hey, Michi, this is gonna sound weird because I know you guys have you've had this kind of like child employee play area for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But kind of watching what happens here, I can't help but think these kids are actually hired by Walmart.
What? No, it's just playtime, man. Just playtime.
Yeah, but like earlier today, we decided we weren't going to come to Walmart, and we got a call from the store asking where our kid was. He was supposed to clock in at 3, and I thought that was a weird thing to hear, because it's all fake, right?
Yeah.
It's all pretend.
Yes, I personally made that call. I like to just check on
you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I like to. I might sound like a little bit more intimidating, but I'm just concerned about the kids in the neighborhood. Make sure they stay off the street. Staying active and doing things. So I just wanted to make sure that he was coming in and look at him go. He's having a wonderful time over there.
Yeah. I heard you mention to him that when he came in because he was late, he doesn't get a break. Which again, I don't know what lesson that's trying to. I feel like we're taking the play out, and it sounds a lot like you're trying to work these kids. Like
no. You see,
I saw you. You don't even have the play cans to stock. These are real cans that they're stocking on the shelves in aisle 5.
Yeah, we have so many kids, playing here now. We just expanded the kids section into the store. So now if they want to stock things that are people can buy, isn't that even more? That's even more fun for them, right? That they can, when you're at home, don't your kids, don't they help out at home?
Well, they used to, but they're so tired from playing here that they really just come home and watch TV until they go to bed.
Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt, Michi. You're on the line.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I thought I overheard you talking to Antonio's father. Let him know that he elected to cover both parents on his for the medical insurance, but he's not making enough, and it would really be like more than 50% of his take home. So let him know he's probably going to have to make a different decision or choose a parent to cover. All right. Thank you. Sorry. I'll close the door and get out.
All right. Thank you.
What was that?
Oh,
that sounded like a completely legitimate work exchange for that's a baby.
Yeah, that's you want the kids to be safe. You want to be healthy. So we offer health insurance for all the kids.
Health insurance. That would be amazing if it wasn't so sketchy. Tell you what, I'm just gonna take Antonio home now, and we're just gonna go ahead and I don't know, maybe make a few calls about this because this is all seeming. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. Actually, he's got like another 3 or 4 hours before he can leave. So,
what happens if I take him now?
I mean, you can take him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to want to stay and finish out his shift. We cut to the HR playroom. Oh gosh, sorry about the delay. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like Amici sent you down here, Mr. Antonio's father, if I can call you that, sent you down
Sure.
here because you were trying to take Antonio home early. Is that right?
Early. Yeah, I'm just gonna take him home because we're done playing here. And I
Okay.
don't know what is this. Why is this room so weird? Like all the chairs are really small, and this table is tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's usually for counseling sessions for some of the other patrons, if you want to call them, other children who come and play here. But I just want to bring to your attention that if Antonio leaves before the playtime is over, he does not have any time to cover. Uh, he doesn't have any vacation or any pay time off. I'm sorry, playtime off. He doesn't have that available. So
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Be honest with me. Are these kids employees of Walmart? Are these babies literal employees of Walmart?
Okay, I'm gonna have to look back at his paperwork and make sure that he's given permission for me to
And
disclose any information.
scene. Permission to disclose.
Yes, right. You notice what you have to do in college, right? I can't call there and just speak. That was the most outrageous thing because if I have to pay, I'm part of the team.
Mm,
Just like they could talk to him, you could talk to me. If
mm,
I don't pay, I understand. You're right. That's not my business. But if you can't accept, if you are requiring my income to determine whether or not he can come or whatever's going to happen, then I'm part of the team. I get a say. I get to know.
Taxation without representation, right?
Yes, I think this is so ridiculous.
what did something happen? Did you make it? What did they tell you?
No, yeah, that's the thing. They won't disclose any information. So every time I talk to it, well, there's a form that you have to, or something that you have to fill out. I haven't done that. So every time I have to talk to anybody at the office, my son has to be present. Yeah, this is my mom. Yeah, she wants to speak with you about XYZ, and then I talk to the people. I either put him on three-way or he goes to the office on campus, and then I get a chance to talk to the people. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, but he is an adult, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna.
Right. All I'm saying is, I know very few. Let's see. You have to like make a statement of some sort stating that you've like not been with your family for I don't know what period of time before they say, "Oh, we don't consider their financial information to determine how much you need to pay to go here." Right? Everybody would just go based on whatever, if that were the case. But now you have to say, okay, what's your family? You fill out a financial aid form, and don't just ask about you. Are you a parent filling out the form? And if you're the student, you have to give your parent information. So I'm connected, man. I'm connected. You got to put me on the team. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
If I don't pay, I don't need to know. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you take my money
off the bench.
Yeah, you take my money. You take my call.
It's a solid motto.
Yeah. Right.
So if Amici paid for me to go to college, does he have a right to see to know about what I'm doing there?
I would just hope you'll volunteer that information. Yeah, I feel like I should know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like an investment, right? It's like,
it's a good investment. Yeah. I want to know what my money's doing every step of the way. Not just.
I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I don't hate it.
Exactly. I'm just saying. That's Tandy's just saying.
Hey, let them know. Let your kid know. Let the school know.
Yeah. I mean, he's all that. Yeah.
Don't make me drive up there. I do. There is something I do want to talk about, and I mentioned this to you guys already. But before I hop into that, was there anything else you want to get? Actually, there was one other thing, and I forgot to do my own research on this, so I apologize. I'm going to say it anyway. Has anyone heard about Trump's first wife dying recently.
Yes.
So before I heard about that, I was just, they were talking about January 6th and all the trials and stuff. And I was thinking, man, this dude's twisted, sordid, network of whatever he's in seems to have everything, tampering with money, intimidating witnesses, shady business practices, all but a mysterious death. I have not heard of a mysterious death linked to this guy. And then I heard about that. I was like, this is like guilty dude bingo right here. Like, what else do you need?
Right. And it's not even the fact that she died, but it's how she died. That then adds a whole nother layer on top of that, right? Because she died due to fall, right? Falling from the stairs in her home. And so where your mind goes first. Even though it's possible to fall.
Of course.
Right? We know that. But you know where your mind goes, right? And
where your mind goes.
At first I thought it was his current wife, and I was like, oh, he's gonna get that sympathy pause. Everybody's gonna stop everything, and then and as opposed to continuing with peeling back the layers on just how ugly this monster is, and everybody has to what is it, take that the 3 minutes of silence to remember, we gotta step back. So that it's just one of those. It's another one of those families like where there's smoke, there's fire. It's like it's something. Always something,
Yeah, we still cannot get a picture of Trump walking and in cuffs. We just cannot seem to get that photo op.
I think. You think the nation feels like they're too good for that? It's. I mean, maybe not everybody in the country, but perhaps the people who are in some level of making the country run, be that political, or if you feel it's some conspiratorial something behind the scenes. It's almost like it it's like it's the whole concept of too big to fail, right? We just can't have that image. That image just can't be connected with this country. Like that's
like
that's
a former president walking in cuffs.
Yeah. I think that I don't
I'm willing to take that hit. I'm willing to on a global scale.
I'm just trying to come up with reasons as to why it's taking so long.
Think of what it would do to morale.
Huh?
Think of what it would do to morale. All those boys and girls who looked up to this man. What's it gonna do to them? Don't get the moral perspective on this.
I just think I don't know. I think it's like, oh, no, don't do that. No, we just can't have that type. That position can't suffer that type of imagery connected to it. It's just
because it's so fragile. Oh man. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people saying that. That's why they're fighting, like impeaching him. They're like, oh, it's gonna make us look weak. You're gonna think we don't know what we're doing as a country. You guys, with this dude at the helm, you don't know what you're doing. Clearly.
Yeah, there's rules and laws, and if you break them and nobody gets punished, then isn't that not knowing what you're doing?
Exactly. The longer he goes unimpeached shows that you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm just so perplexed, though, right? Because the rules and laws were made by the people in power. Let's just call that what it is in this nation, right? But they seem to be conflicted and caught in the rules and laws that they've made to punish people when it comes to punishing people of power. I don't understand why it's so hard. It just seems like it seems to be so cut and dry in other, when it's applied in other ways. Why is it so convoluted and complex when it's applied to people in power?
Yeah, I was hearing, I think part of some arguments were like, essentially that, he didn't know what he was doing with that whole rally thing, and then other people are like, no, he's a grown man, he's like 78 years old, he knows what he's doing. Don't try to make that argument.
That man completely knew. Have y'all? I'm telling you, watching those hearings is some of the best TV. I record it now when I know I'm not going to be at home to like just have it on in the background and just catch. I record it because that's some of the best. I mean, unfortunately, it's people's lives, and look at the state the country's in now. But it's some great drama. I mean, it's just the and the what. It's almost like I like a good sports story. Like those are the best kind of stories that come from nothing, move up and win the grand prize. Like you can't write that. Like you can't write this stuff. You can't. Well, I guess Scandal kind of did, but you know, and when Scandal did, I was like, I cannot even suspend my belief enough to buy into this after a certain point. I'm like, okay, I got it. Now it's too much. There's no way that's possible. Who knew Shonda Rhimes saw the future and that girl knew? Who knew that? Who knew? Hats off, Shonda.
Hats off to Shonda. Shonda Land, everybody. Go visit.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a good segue actually to what I did want to talk about, which is actually Uber, the car lift service. I want to share my screen here just to give a little context. So The Guardian released a article back on the 11th. Apparently someone leaked a whole trove of Uber confidential documents, and in those documents were lots of very interesting conversations and decisions being made about how Uber can sort of just simply illegally post up in other countries, and how they would sort of evade legal bodies, or how they would try to influence political leaders in other countries. And it's a pretty interesting article. And what has sort of stood out to me about this is we all know Uber. I think it's fair to say we may have even ridden in an Uber. And I don't consider it a bad thing if you did. I probably still will if Lyft isn't around. But it's kind of it has been mired in controversy in the past, but I don't think we knew how deep it went. What do you guys know about Uber's kind of troubled past?
Not too much, but I did see I think it was a story on the BBC website a few weeks ago or last week, and then I read through that. So yeah, this all seems really weird. Just how sort of it almost feels like this guy was trying to be like a supervillain and try and like put Uber everywhere all over the globe and have like world domination over
through Uber.
People, through Uber, like people trying to get to the airport and work.
Exactly. People going to restaurants and bars and airports.
Gotta go through me.
Yeah, man. Like, so the thing about Uber is they would just sort of, even without going through the legal channels, they would just sort of show up in a country, right? And I was thinking about like how you would even do that. And I guess because it's an app, right? You just become available on people's phones.
You don't need a physical.
You don't need a storefront or a product. So you just sort of appear and people start using it. And the taxi companies, Big Taxi did not like Uber, does not like Uber. They were fighting them in New York. Here in the States, they were protesting hard in those other countries, and apparently things looked like they would get violent, and the founder of Uber was like, let it get violent. It's worked for us. Shows we're doing things. They apparently were trying to stoke the fires of controversy with the moves that they would make, which again is like crazy that they would tell people to tell their Uber drivers to go to these protests to fight for their rights and this stuff, and people would get hurt. And sometimes another thing that was interesting is they would have this kill switch for their offices. So when they did have an office, if it were ever to be raided by the police in that country, the manager of that office could evoke a kill switch on their systems, and they would all become disconnected from the Uber and essentially black out their systems, so the legal entities can't access their files.
Oh my gosh.
And they, when people would when they asked them about those skill switch, they'd be like, "Oh, no, that is a completely legal thing to have. It's for the protection of our data. We would never use it to evade the authorities." But they used the kill switch, according to the article, like 12 different times. So this. Now they're trying to distance themselves from that founder, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say repeatedly, "Oh yeah, that guy, he said things we would not say today. We don't agree with a lot of the things he said and did back in the day. We're a new Uber. We're above the bar," right? What I think is interesting is it's not like just one guy did all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other parties involved. There's not even an Uber, but like I said, they met with like Joe Biden at some point when he was vice president. They met with Macron in France and other political leaders to try to get Uber into their countries, and by side skirting their like proper ways to have those meetings and have the meetings without like their advisors around and stuff. So there's like all these different parties, so you can't put the blame on one person.
He didn't go. He wasn't doing everything by himself.
Exactly.
Behind everybody's backs.
He didn't go rogue, and
he
had a whole team of executives he was working with. And so,
and then also there too is like, okay, even if it was just him doing it, the company still profited and made, grew off of his actions.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't just say, "Oh, he's gone. Yeah, leave us alone now. We're gonna,
exactly.
We're good now." Like, what?
Yeah. That's right.
That's the thing. Like Uber profited off of all of this illegal shit that they did, and now they have an empire, right? Like, so who's gonna? It seems like someone should stop them, or not stop them, but someone should come back and say, "Hey, you, and you, you were involved in this. We got to dox you. You gotta pay this. You got to do this time. You got to do this. Uber needs to get back this money. Pay these people, right?" There should be some sort of organization that comes back and breaks things down and say, here's where you broke the rules, so you have to pay for all of this stuff and bring Uber back down to where it should have been if it followed the rules. But you can't do that, right? Too many people make too much money to have that happen. But it kind of
we cut to an apartment. Okay, Officer Antoine, look, I know you see these thousands and thousands of Amazon packages in my apartment, but those were brought here by my roommate who's gone. He's not here anymore. My roommate John. He left. He just up and left. But since he's gone, and I'm a good person, I feel like you should just leave and just not worry about what's going on over here. All these boxes. I'll just keep them.
And you said your roommate's name is John. Well, if they truly aren't yours, you wouldn't mind if I come in and look around a little bit? Take a look at a few of these packages?
I think he was pulling them off of trucks, just all over the city. Actually, in other states as well. He was just kind of going crazy doing it.
You're saying he by himself brought in all these thousands of packages?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. And did you think to ask any questions or maybe call us once you saw all these packages coming in?
No, because sometimes he'll give some to me to kind of open and play with and do it as I wish. And it was always fun, just opening a new box. You have no idea what's inside. It was like a really good time. So
it sounds like you took part in this. You realize this makes you an accomplice.
No, I didn't know, because there was they were not. I didn't really look at like names and things on boxes. I just saw, I just see him with boxes. I was like, oh, you got some more boxes, and I was open them. And I didn't find out until he left, and I was very upset.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, Amici, I'm sorry. I came my box there on top, the one right behind your head, and it's gonna get that box here.
I'm sorry. What's your name? What's your name?
Fred.
Fred. You have deliveries to come here?
Oh no! I got a box, and here's the money, Amici, for John. Give that money to John when you see him. Okay.
Will do.
All right.
Okay.
Good looking. All right, y'all have a good one.
Okay. Yeah. So you see, it's I kind of have people. I'm trying to get rid of the boxes. You see, so people come, they take the boxes. I don't ask any questions,
and they pay you.
Well, they pay John.
Look, buddy, I've been doing this a long time. Okay, this whole innocent dough routine you got going on is not flying with me. I've seen this 100 times. Oh, I don't know what's going on. It's not me, it's them. You, sir, are just as guilty as this roommate that you claim you have that isn't around. You're sitting here with all these boxes around you, and I'll be damned if you're gonna lie to my face and tell me that you weren't part of this.
I'm not part of this.
I'll be damned if you sit there and tell me you weren't part of this.
Look, I'm running a legitimate, clean business where I get rid of boxes. I pay people. People pay me to take boxes out of here. What's wrong with that? This is normal business.
Okay, how much is a box?
Like $50.
$50.
Yeah.
All right, I got $50 right now. All right, I'll buy a box from you right now. I want to see.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, pick any box in here.
Pick a box.
Yeah, big, small, doesn't matter. Just pick a box.
This box says Shonda Rhimes on it. Mm-hmm. Is your name? Do you have a Shonda Rhimes living here?
Maybe before I would lived here. Sometimes you get mail from the previous person.
That's true, but usually you don't get Amazon packages from a previous person.
Maybe she hit the one click buy thing and didn't update her address or something.
All right, buddy. I'll admit it. You're better than most of the chumps I run into. But I'm gonna keep a close eye on you because I don't like this. You got a lot of boxes here, and I want the next time I come here that these were all gone. All right.
Look, I'm
and if you give me 2 or 3 or 5 of these boxes right now, I'll be gone all week.
Oh, okay. I think I understand what you're saying.
For evidence.
Yeah. Okay. I'll even help you carry a couple of them out to your car. How about that?
That sounds good. Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. Pick a couple of heavy ones. Okay,
cool. And if you come back and there's more boxes here, it's not because I went out and got more boxes delivered here. It's because it just looks because I'm pushing things to the front from the back. There's like a
they're just closer to you. It's not more.
It's how I have it arranged.
That can kind of happen, right? Like there has been stories of people just receiving Amazon boxes randomly that they did not order, and they get piled up in front of their houses. So that could happen.
You remember my friend Glenn, friend of the show?
Yeah.
He was getting like stacks of post office boxes. The boxes you mail things from when you go to the post office. But they were like not assembled, but like flattened, like he's some business where he's going to be sending out about. He's just getting tons and tons of them. He had like stacks in his house. He's like, I don't know who keeps sending this or why they keep sending them to me. But I just have all these United States Post Office flat rate boxes in my home. I don't know why.
That's awful.
Yeah, of things you could be receiving. Just flat boxes. Yeah. Probably your most boring. And they're not easy to move around either.
No.
Like, have you ever tried to move a stack of flat boxes?
That's weird.
But yeah, Misha, that's exactly the thing that occurred to me. Is like they all profited from this, and you kind of just get away with it, right? Like you find some sort of scapegoat and get rid of them, and then you go on being successful.
See, so many industries, and even especially this country, they were built on that whole principle of like, do whatever, it doesn't matter, break rules, kill people, whatever you need to do to get the thing. And then they kind of flip it over, and then it's this legitimate thing, and so, oh no, we're so far from that, or they act like it never happened, like, oh, we don't come from mob money, we're HCA. And so I don't know that to be the truth. It was always a rumor, but oh Lord, but yeah, but that's almost that has been the path. But here's the rub. That was then when there was no TV, there was no widespread news dissemination. There's no real way to trace the receipts of all the things you did back then as compared to today. So now it's like, no, that's wrong. Like you're saying, that's wrong. You need to atone for that. You need to atone.
Yeah,
and kind of in a way, I mean, it's just the sort of age-old playbook of the barbarians go out and conquer, and then it becomes civilized, and then isn't that basically what they're doing? He was the barbarian. Who did all of the crazy wild stuff, and then now, that's not us. We don't do that. Now they're just
look at this beautiful city we've built. This is just intelligent design and thoughtful processes and being nice to people. That's what built this city, not the blood of the people who were here before that we
built over their cemeteries.
Built over their cemeteries.
So it just go ahead.
No, I was gonna say so what do you think should happen when you learn about the sordid past that a company is kind of like hiding?
It's also like especially weird because it's so recent. So like it's not this was like 40 years ago. This is like a few years ago.
That's true. Yeah. This is the files are between 2013 and 2017.
Yeah.
So a stone's throw in years term.
I mean, what advantages did they get? What specific things were sort of put in their favor? I would say, look at all those things. Do those have to go away? Are there fines and things they have to pay?
Personally, I think you should have to halt your business for the amount of time that like whatever fines are levied against you. You have to like stop doing business for whatever period of time until you've like lost that much in your earnings, and then you can resume, because you shouldn't still be able to profit from the brand you've created and all the things that you've done. You should have to sit out, let the taxi cab drivers like shout hooray and start driving us places again if they want to. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? They should like get their chance to catch up on all that they've lost while you sit out your penalty phase. And then, you can come back in. And then if people prefer you and like, ooh, I'm so glad Uber's back, that's where I want to go. Now you've paid your fine. People get to make that choice based on the service you provide. And it doesn't right all the wrongs, but you can say, hey, look, we were like wiped off the earth for a period of 3 years. Now we're back. So leave us alone.
What you're describing sounds like business jail. It sounds like you need to do your time, right? You got to get taken out of regular population, put into some sort of area.
Jail. Yes.
for X amount of years, and then he can come back into society.
And that actually makes sense since they want to say corporations are people. There should be a business jail.
There should be a business jail.
Oh man! Oh
Holy
gosh!
crap.
Oh, business jail.
We cut to we cut to a knock on the door of an office manager. Hey, open up.
Yeah.
Hey, business police, Officer Fredrickson. This whole business is being taken down. You guys, you're not dissolved, but you are under arrest, and you have been convicted. The trial took place already with your lawyers. I don't know if you received word.
But we're just a craft shop. We sell arts and crafts and.
Sure. But you are part of a large web of criminal activity among your franchise owners, the people who own the name of this. What's the name here?
Crafts and Time.
You okay? Are you nervous?
Well, yeah. I've never talked to the police. I mean, again, this is it's a craft store. We just service, women, children, people who like to do DIY projects. There's no.
I'm gonna need all the women and children or customers to get out of here right now. This place is it's going to business jail.
No. You can't. That's so. No. The people can't leave. We're struggling to stay afloat now. You just ran them off, and that's no profit for today.
Yeah, and so here's how this is gonna work. Let me explain to you how business jail works. I know a lot of people aren't used to being business arrested.
I've never heard of it. Business arrested.
So you're gonna keep your same shift, your same hours. You're gonna come in every day.
Okay.
Open up the store.
Okay.
But no customers are allowed in. You're not allowed to do any business. You just work your hours and then you go home.
Nobody can come in. I don't get to show them our new line of felt applique.
Nope. All the stock is going to go into the back room. We're going to put a lock on it that we control. But you do need to keep coming in and working your shift.
Wait, who's going to buy all of our glue gun sticks? We just got.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you got involved with such a treacherous founder and CEO as Amici Gonzalez.
Well, Amici Gonzalez has done everything to put Crafts and Time on top. We were in competition with Crafts at Home for so long.
Yeah, Crafts and you remember that fire at Crafts at Home?
Yes, I remember.
Amici Gonzalez.
What?
Do you know how you got a lot of the stock in this room that you've been receiving off the truck?
No.
They came from Crafts at Home.
He said that there was a truck and some things dropped off the back, and he was just lucky enough to be driving. And
we found those trucks overturned, set on fire. We don't even know where the driver is. All we know is that the stock was stolen, and some of it has been traced to this store.
Amici Gonzalez is one of the best CEOs we've ever had. He sponsored little league teams.
Those little league teams?
Yes.
Let me tell you about those little league teams. Those are all adults. Small, tiny, childlike adults. They have the strength of grown men.
No, they won those championships fair and square.
Have you ever seen the stubble on those kids?
What? We just thought they came from hard times. Maybe they
came from Thailand.
Issue. No, Amici Gonzalez spends every other month giving to nursing homes and retirement homes. We provide so many crafts. He's given meals, everything. There's no ways, man.
You know those retirement homes that he's been giving money to.
We looked into them.
They're not actually retirement homes.
What?
They're full of all the mistresses that he's been keeping, dressed up as old men and women.
What? No,
dressed as elderly people.
No,
he's been paying them that way.
I've been there myself.
He's a sick son of a bitch.
Oh no. You're not.
We cut to the Carson stuff. the annual like big meeting they have together. And the meeting goes on stage. So guys, I know this year's been a rough year, but the government said we still had to hold this 3-day event, even though I know we've had no work, nothing's really been going on. It's good to see your faces, though. Thank you all for coming.
No.
Amici, is it true?
No, there's just no way.
Is it true what they say about you?
I'm afraid to admit that yes, all of the allegations are true, but they don't take away from that we together grew this wonderful corporation, right? And we still share it, and we still want it to succeed, right? Don't we?
What? Why would the government still make us have our 3D annual company picnic and carnival? It's such a sad time to be eating cotton candy.
I don't know, but
my cotton candy's melting because of my tears.
It's so sad.
Hey guys, come on. The way we stick to the government is to have a good time this 3-day weekend, okay? Don't let them bring us down.
I don't know if I can.
I mean, I'm not going to be sad.
What? But you're the whole reason this is. How are you not sad?
Okay, maybe you guys should do what I do sometimes. When I'm feeling sad, I go to one of my other homes and just hang out with one of my newer mistresses. And usually that cheers me right up, because they're dressed as my parents. I make all dressed as my parents, so we all kind of hang out. They make me food. We throw the ball in the yard, and I start feeling a lot better. And then so you guys should do that too. Go to one of your other homes.
We don't have other homes.
And it sounds like a very convoluted story.
It seems.
Well, that's terrible. The one thing I should do is at least be able to go home and get a paycheck. I still got to show up to that shit and not see people, which, in the customer service world, after a while, you get tired of being there alone.
Yeah.
But I can't just be at home and get a check. I still got to show up.
Still got to show up.
Terrible. Keep the momentum up so that when we get out of jail, we're not rusty. We don't have to get used to it. It's terrible.
That's
business jail.
Business jail. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I actually like that concept. It's a good. It's an interesting concept. I would love to see it in action. See how it actually worked.
Oh man, yeah. And then you get a chance to say who you want. I mean, no, not you don't get to decide. Of course, they have to be tried. But could you threaten companies with business jail? You keep you keep on calling me. AT&T trying to sell me this internet package. I'm gonna call the business cops on you. So you can get a restraining order against the business.
Get the business. I like it. This business can't come within 200 feet of me.
Oh, and then businesses like if you get some bad press on Twitter. Did y'all see? Oh, I know I'm just jumping around, but okay. The video of the two young Black girls at Sesame Place. Sesame Place has the Sesame Street character parade at some part, I guess, of the while you're in the park. And I don't know the character's name. It's the kind of foam green kind of character. I don't know the name, but you see the character wave. They walking through the parade, wave at people, shake other people's hands, and they get to the somebody right before the little girls. They're like, no, whatever. And then you see this character look down at these little girls, and the little girls have their hands out like they want to hug them or shake their hand. And the character does no, and then walks away. And so then you see the little girl's, dismay as the character walks by.
I'm gonna try to find.
Oh, please do, please do.
Look at our messenger thread. Let's put it in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Sesame Place has kind of issued a weak statement stating that, the character somebody wanted the character to hold their baby, and the character was saying no, but it's so obvious because they were like, the kids were there, the character didn't even see them, but like one click before that, they're shaking hands with some other little kid who's as low to the ground as these two girls are. It just is so bad, and I'm just waiting on Sesame Streets or Sesame Place or Henson. I don't know who. Yes, look at this. Look at this. Mm-hmm. It's just like the no and walks away. What the heck is that? Right? So yeah. So were you talking, Antoine? Is it me? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying if his or her eyes are in that mouth part of the costume, it does look like she would have seen those girls.
Yeah. I mean, there was another little kid right before the adult, and that's they're low to the ground. I was like, is that like the character's thing? It's like, oh no. But then I was like, if that's your thing, then you better do no all down this aisle. You can't shake hands with anybody.
Looking down.
But it's obvious, right? It's very obvious that there's no way you don't see them.
And you should be looking for them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like who makes a costume to interact with kids, but then you can't look down? That makes no sense.
None.
I'm here for the kids party, but I can only see kids who are like 6 feet and above.
You can bring all the kids up here.
Yeah.
That would be really great for me.
Yeah.
But like to me, like that if you have business jail, that seems like there's a charge there. I can make a complaint, and then you can have charges. We can at least go to court and figure it out. Go to business court, business court, and figure it out. Determine if that's an infraction and what you should have to do. For sure, that character needs to sit down.
Whatever that character is.
But I forgot the name. So, yeah.
I have no idea.
I'd get them. And my favorite business, Long John Silver's.
Hold on, we gotta do a thing. We gotta do a thing. Here it is.
Oh, Robin, it's Tandy. She knows everything about the sea. Won't you listen to her thoughts on Long John Silver's? Oh, Robin, is it?
I'm sending this to the chat. So we've all seen so many other fast food businesses have bad press related to a employee at the business. I will say a bad actor, someone doing something totally out of the normal, what you should expect from anybody providing customer service. Well, our friends at Long John Silver, despite the fact that they do not have a lot of patrons and they've still been able to hang on this long, they too have been victim of some bad acting from employees. We have the case here of our employee here who threw ice at a patron. The story is a little bit interesting because his mother responds to I think this happened in Abilene. His mother responds to what happened here. So the Abilene News, I think, is there a connection here?
Yeah, let me
yes.
Let me open up the other one.
The Abilene News runs a story where his mother explains that he has he was diagnosed with Asperger's at 12, and and that, you know, she apologized for his actions, etc. And that was one of the first times I saw a parent come out and explain or apologize for their child's behavior. And I thought about all the bad actors who've done things in fast food restaurants, and how interesting it would be to have all of their parents come out and say something about what their children have done. But
even though they're grown adults.
even though they're grown adults, I mean, because it was unusual, you know, to see. And then I thought, oh, what if a whole lot more parents did that? Like, you know, what would that look like? But anyway, as opposed to this, I mean, of course, Long John Silver's wouldn't put this on their Twitter page, but somebody else did, and they were the tweet is from TDD2 at Long John Silver's. What are you doing to make this right by the employees? 2 weeks with no time off? Do you not believe in family work-life balance? Are you not concerned with employees' mental health? So this story came in with a complaint, because this is like an insider here. This is somebody with knowledge of the work conditions and employees not getting time off and going for 2 weeks, and maybe this is, you know, causing undue stress on people for whom, you know, handling stress may be a challenge, and you have situations like this. So I was a little hurt. However, there was no ahoy after that.
Oh no!
There was no ahoy. Long John Silver's comment was, "We have an unwavering commitment to provide a positive experience. We sincerely apologize for this incident. It does not reflect our customer service standard. We are aware of the issue and are taking necessary steps to resolve it. If you have any concerns, please send us a DM." And then after,
we cut to a Long John Silver's. Ma'am, I'm sorry. If I can say something, I'm actually Antonio's father, and I'm sorry he threw your hush puppies at you. He is a baby. He's only 1.5 years old. So
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's got a name tag on. Okay, that's he's got a name tag.
Yes.
So to me, that means he's representing this company. Okay, I don't know who took my order for the dish. I couldn't quite understand what they were saying in the speaker.
It was probably him. I don't work here. I'm just his dad. I just wanted to make sure I said something about, you know, who he is. Maybe just paint a bit. What you really should be concerned about is the working conditions here. I know I'm concerned about that. My kid, he complains all the time. He's always fussy, and I think it's because of this job.
It probably is, and you probably need to check yourself, okay? Because most kids are out playing, having a good time, enjoying themselves in other establishments that don't require them to clock in to be there. But your child has assumed the responsibility of providing fast food. Your child needs to do that. I still want to talk to the manager.
All right, let me tell Antonio to get the manager. Hey, guy, can you go find that big guy, the other guy who's here? Yeah. No, don't sit down. No, that way. Yeah, you can go that way. No, drop the spatula. Don't take the spatula with you. Sorry. Okay. All right. He's gonna go get him.
Is it really that? I mean, are we that desperate for help nowadays?
It started as a little play area here at Long John Silver's, where they had like a little toy, like deep fryer and like a hot plate type thing, and a little toy cash register. But then it just got more real. Next thing you know, he's got to clock in, and he hasn't worked up enough hours to get time off.
Okay. Hi. Everything going okay over here in the play area?
No, play area. I just like to report that your employee Antonio threw hush puppies at me.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Kids. What can you say? Kids play in the play area. So I'm sure it's just like a misunderstanding. We're gonna teach them to do a little bit better. And if you want some
Wait a minute, wait, hold on. Long
some
John,
play fish to take home.
y'all playing too much. Okay, you don't play with my food. You may have a play area or whatever you call this, but y'all don't play with people's food. Okay, I'm gonna need to talk to your district manager. I'm gonna have to go above you because you're not. No,
You want to talk to my district manager?
I need to talk to your district manager. That's right.
Okay, hold on. Let me send Antonio to go get him. Hey, could you go get the big guy, the really big guy? Okay, yeah, just over there. No, don't sit down. Go on. Okay, he'll be right back.
Ma'am, if it can help anything, I have a bunch of Amazon boxes in my car. I will gladly give you some. They're unopened. It could be anything in there, but I need to get rid of them. So if I could just
how many boxes you got?
Oh, I say probably around 8 or 9. 8 or 9 that I'm willing to part with.
I ain't had no boxes in a long time. I just went to
I got
box
plenty.
rehab. You got you got them with you? Or do you I have to meet you somewhere?
Yeah, they're in the car. They're in the car. They're in the car.
I can just meet you. All right, yeah. I'm gonna pull around. You got I'm gonna need quite a few boxes. I'm gonna need a lot of them.
We cut out to the car. All right, and I'm gonna need you to stay right here because we're actually shutting down this Long John Silver. It's been a sting operation. Michi Gonzalez is in there, and we're putting this whole thing in the business jail. It's not actually my kid. That's a Taiwanese man who's playing my boy. He's in on this too. You just cannot go back in there.
But my hush puppies and my boxes. That's a Michi Gonzalez ruining so many businesses.
He's right. They can't stop him.
They can't stop.
That is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. You're gonna go ahead and get out of here. But yeah, read up on Uber. Let us know what you think. Should they go to business jail?
Should business jail be a thing?
Should business jail be a thing and then put them in it?
And then put them in it. I love it.
But we're gonna go ahead and get on.
Adios, y'all. Every first and third Tuesday, background 9.
Yeah.